Hello, class. My name is Andrea. I'm going to be talking about the movie I chose to analyze. The movie I chose was called Role Models. It's a film from the early 2000s, and I thought it would be a really good film to analyze, especially considering it's a comedy film. So the film follows two gentlemen, Danny and Wheeler, and through some unforeseen circumstances, they end up in some legal troubles and are then court ordered to complete 150 hours of community service through a program called Sturdy Wings. The program's aim is to positively impact children's lives through mentorship. And so this is where they come in. Danny is introduced to his mentee, Augie, who's a socially awkward and misunderstood teen. And Wheeler is introduced to his mentee, which his name is Ronnie. He's a lot younger, around the ages of 7, and he's a handful and a very foul-mouthed little kid. So it's obvious at the start of the film that these two have their work cut out for them. Throughout the film, we see how these four interact and just how the issues are, how inaccurate the film depicts community programs. The way they interact, it's unsupervised and unstructured, which is highly unlikely of any real community program. And as the movie goes on, we see them interact. Augie introduces his hobbies to Danny, which is Lair, which is live action role play. And through that, we see them kind of struggle for the connection, but later on, Danny is finally opening up to his mentee, and they form a connection. They understand a little bit one another a lot better, and unfortunately, there is a confrontation, and Augie is no longer able to participate in his hobby of Lair, and because of that, it creates a conflict between the mentor and the mentee. And at the same time this is going on, Wheeler and Ronnie are at an adult party, and Wheeler leaves Ronnie unsupervised, and all because he wanted to pursue a woman. And because of this, Ronnie is frantically looking for him, and he can't seem to find him, so he walks home. Now, because of these two issues, Danny and Wheeler are brought back to the administrator's office, and they will no longer be supervising or mentoring these kids. And so it creates all of these situations, and at the end of it, Danny and Wheeler own up to their mistakes, and they, despite no longer being able to complete their community service hours, they still want to positively impact these two children's lives. Danny tries everything possible to try and get Augie's spot back in his little Lair hobby, and at the same time, Wheeler is apologizing to Ronnie and trying to redeem himself, almost. And then the four get together and they help Augie accomplish a feat of a game of Lair. And that's basically the synopsis of it. I feel like there's a lot of wrong depictions, of community service. There's no way that a program would allow unsupervised visits and interactions between a mentor and a mentee. They weren't structured, which is also not accurately correct. And I honestly doubt that any community program would allow criminals to interact with children, no matter the offense. However, I think that's something that they did accurately represent or present, was that overall they really did try to positively impact these children's lives. I mean, through the end, Augie finally gained his confidence, and Ronnie finally felt like he was no longer being left behind. So yeah, that was my brief analysis of the movie Role Models, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you.